Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Vraja Janaranjana Yamuna Tiravanachariya Yamuna Tiravanachariya Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari You sing this bhajan. Another bhajan to wake us up. Like last week we sang a bhajan called Udilo Aruna. Right, the sun has arisen. So this is another bhajan that Bhakti Vinod Thakur, the same author, Prabhupada's Parama Guru, Prabhupada's Guru's father, I would say Parama Guru, yeah, Guru's father, Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur wrote this bhajan. So it's called Jeev Jago, Jeev Jago. Okay. Jeeva Jago, Jeeva Jago, Gaura Chandra Bole, Jeeva Jago. Jeev Jago, Jeev Jago, Gaura Chandra Bole. Kota Nidra Jao Maya Pishachira Kole Kota Nidra Jao Maya Pishachira Kole Bhajibo Bolia Eshe Samsara Bhitare Bhuliyaro Hile Tumi Avidyara Bhare So Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is walking through the streets of Nadia and he's telling everyone, Jeev Jago. Jago means wake up, right? Hey Jeevatma, he's not calling by your family name. Hey Mehta, wake up. Hey Sharma, wake up. Hey Naidu, wake up. He's not saying. What is he saying? Jeeva Jago. Hey Jeevatma, wake up. And that includes dogs. That includes cows. That includes everyone. Because everyone is Jiva. So he's asking everyone to wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Jeev Jago. Gaura Chandra Bole. So Gaura Chandra Mahaprabhu is telling, wake up. Why wake up? I'm not sleeping. I'm already woken up. No, you're woken up and you're driving to office at 5:30. That means you're still asleep. So Kota Nidra Javo Maya. You have slept in the lap of Maya. This thorny lap of Maya. She's like a pishachi. And you become like a ghost. right? So you like become like a ghost sleeping on the lap of Maya. Bhajibo bolia yeshe samsara bitare. And you have been caught up in this whirlpool, in this net of samsara bhitare. And then you have forgotten, bohi buliya rohile tumi. And you have forgotten who you are because of the burden of avidya. So in this way, you are sleeping in avidya, you are sleeping in maya, you have been caught up. Right? Don't sleep, wake up. Tomara loite ami hoinu avatara. Tomara loite ami hoinu avatara. Ami bina bandhu ara ke ache tomara. Yeneti aushadi maya nasibora lagi. Yeneti aushadi maya Harinama maha mantra lao tumi magi. Harinama maha mantra lao tumi magi. Bhakti vinoda prabhu chorane poriya. Shei Hari Nama Mantra Loilo Magiya. Shei Hari Nama Mantra Loilo Magiya. Sei Hari Nama Mantra Loilo Magiya. Jeev Jago, Jeev Jago, Gaura Chandra Bole. Kota Nitra Jao Maya Pishachira Kole. Kota Nidra Jao Maya Pishachira Kole. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. nice bhajan. So the last meaning goes like Tumara loite ami hoinu avatara. I've come here to actually Ami avatar. Ami means in Bengali my avatar. Ami avatar tomare loite ami. To completely lift you up from Maya. That is why I've come here. Amabinna bandhuara, and there is no other friend for you other than me. I am your only friend. Ami bina bandhuara. There is no other bandhu for you other than me. What have you brought for my disease? Because what was said before, that there you are suffering from the samsara bhitare, this disease you are suffering. And then he's saying, Enechi aushadhi maya nasibora lagi. I've bought an aushadham, a medicine for this, for destroying this maya. Maya nasibora lagi. What is that maya's medicine? Medicine for maya? Hari Nama Maha Mantra Lao tu mi magi. Hari. And the final thing, Sarane Pariya, Bhakti Vinod Thakur is telling, right? I'm falling at the Lord's feet, having taken the Maha Mantra. Bhakti Vinoda Prabhu Charane Poriya. So Bhakti Vinod Thakur is crying at the lotus feet. Please, I want to take this medicine of holy name that you have brought. So Prabhu Charane, Mahaprabhu's Charane, Gauranga Mahaprabhu's Charane. So you have brought this medicine. Now I have fallen at your feet. I don't have the price to pay for this medicine. This medicine is very costly. So I can't buy this medicine. So what should you do? You should give me Nama Bhiksha. You should give me Nama Bhiksha. You should give me as your mercy. Why? Why should you do that for me? Why? Because Charane Poriya. I've come to fall at your lotus feet. So when we get the holy name, we have to fall at the feet of our spiritual master and get this name. Then we will have the mood. Or else we will think this is merely, what do you say, a sentiment. Or so Bhakti Vinod Thakur is telling how to get this Maha Mantra, Loilo Magiya. Say Harinama Mantra, Loilo Magiya. You see, this is the bhajan, very nice bhajan by again Bhakti Vinod Thakur. So this is why he's saying, lap of which called Maya. How long will you sleep in the lap of which called Maya? So this is the very nice bhajan. So usually when we go for parikrama, the bhajan we sang last week and the bhajan we sang today is what we usually start the parikrama early in the morning at 6 o'clock. Right? Going through the streets of Navadvipa, going through the streets of Vrindavan. Right? This is the bhajan we usually start. Udilo Aruna and Jeev Jago. These are morning bhajans. Because it's sleeping. It is very nice because parikrama, when you go for parikrama, so if you want to go to Navadvipa parikrama, wherever Mahaprabhu performed his pastimes, it exactly happens within March 1st. I mean, whenever Gaura Purnima is there, 14 days, like 14, 15 days, parikrama will be there. It will start in the month of March. Until Gaura Purnima it will go. So there will be close to maybe 30,000, 40,000 devotees. There will be different languages. So there will be one katha happening in that same place in Russian, another class happening in Hindi, another class happening in Telugu, and each one of them will have separate parties. So each one party will have 300, 400 devotees. So when we were there were parties from Russia who came, right? And the Russian party is always there, big party. And then there is party from Slovenia, Europe, party from Europe, Italian party. So everyone will have their own speaker. So in this way, there will be parikrama with, it's like a confluence, right? So if you are motivated and interested, you can. I have attended just only once. This was back in 2012. So I need to go back. I'm due for another parikrama, long time due. So if you're interested, it will be very nice. You can go and participate in that parikrama in Mayapur. In Mayapur. In Mayapur, yes. Mayapur is where Navadvipa is. This is where Mahaprabhu performed his pastimes. So I, welcome all of you to participate in the parikrama.
It's in March, Prabhu? Or
Yeah, it's in March. So Navadip Mandal Parikrama is during March, and Vrindavan Parikrama, Vraj Mandal Parikrama is usually during the month of Damodar, which we just passed. Right? So, of course, there are parikramas that happen in Vrindavan and Navadip always. You can anytime go for parikrama, Govardhan Parikrama. But usually there are a lot of devotees in Vrindavan during Damodar month and in Navadip during the month of March before Gaura Purnima. Okay, that is how it is usually. Okay, so we'll go to the Bhagavatam.
so, Prabhu, this is all happening in Mayapuri or Bandhan itself?
So the Navadip Mandal Parikrama, where we go for Navadvip. There are 9 islands: Antardvip, Godrumadvip, Simantadvip. So there are 9 dvipas, Navadvipa in Mayapur. Okay, so Antardvipa is where the Mayapur temple is, right? And surrounding that Antardvip, there are many islands. So there are many islands. So devotees go for this Navadvip Mandal Parikrama. Navadvip Mandala. This is Mandala. Mandala means it covers a certain, koshas. Not koshas, sorry. Kroshas, right? Yeah, kroshas. So certain mileage, right? So Vraj Mandal extends to, I think, I don't know exact limit, there's 100 miles, I think. So that whole mileage limit is Vraj Mandal. Similarly, Navadvip Mandal extends to those 9 islands. So we all take a boat, do Ganga, go do boating in Ganga, and while doing boating in Ganga, we all do Kirtanam. So it's very nice. And there is prasadam arrangement everywhere. So devotees honor prasadam. And sometimes many devotees stay at that place only. There is a tent and they stay there. There is arrangement to stay there. And there is program from early in the morning. And talk more during prasadam. That will be a separate class. Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naranchaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Ruttama-shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Nigama Kalpataror Galitam Phalam Shukamukatam Ritadrava Samyutam Pibata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam Muhuraho Rasika Bhuvi Bhavukaha Nama Sankirtanam Yasya Sarva Papa Pranashanam Pranama Dukkha Shamana Tam Namami Harim Param. Reading Srimad Bhagavatam, reading Savai Pumsam Paro Dharmo. You have to read 1.2.7. Very Amritamayam, very nice shloka. Very beautiful shloka, very popular shloka. Shloka that is worthy to memorize. Prabhupada quotes the shloka many times. After giving all that hype and introduction, now we'll go to the shloka. Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojitaha Janayatyashu Vairagyam Jnanam Chayadahaitukam Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojitaha Janayati Ashu Vairagyam Jnanam Chayadahaitukam. Someone wants to read? Pavan? Prabhu's first, yeah. Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojitaha Janayati Ashu Vairagyam Jnanam Chayadahaitukam. Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojitaha Janayatyashu Vairagyam Jnanam Chayadahaitukam. Vasudeve Bhagavati Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojitaha Janayati Ashu Vairagyam Jnanam Chayadahaitukam. Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojitaha Janayatyashu Vairagyam Jnanam Chayadahaitukam. Okay. Vasudeve, unto Krishna. Bhagavati, unto the personality of Godhead. Bhakti Yogaha, contact of devotional service. Prayojitaha, being applied. Janayati, does produce. Ashu, very soon. Vairagyam, detachment. Jnanam, knowledge. Cha, and. Yat, that which. Ahaitukam, causeless. Translation and purport by Divine Grace, Avhe Charanarvinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Someone wants to read the Nectarian translation.
By rendering devotional service onto the personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, one immediately acquires causeless knowledge and detachment from the world.
Someone wants to read again.
By rendering devotional service onto the personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, one immediately acquires causeless knowledge and detachment from the world.
One more time.
By rendering devotional service onto the personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, one immediately acquires causeless knowledge and detachment from the world.
If you understand the shloka, you won't have any questions in spiritual life. Right? Okay. So, anyone wants to see the purport? First paragraph. Pradyum Prabhu.
Those who consider devotional service to the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna to be something like material emotional affairs may argue that in the revealed scriptures, sacrifice, charity, austerity, knowledge, mystic powers, and similar other processes of transcendental realization are recommended. According to them, bhakti or the devotional service of the Lord is meant for those who cannot perform the high-grade activities. Generally, it is said that the bhakti cult is meant for the Sudras, Vaishyas, and less intelligent women class. But that is not the actual fact. The bhakti cult is the topmost of all transcendental activities, and therefore it is simultaneously sublime and easy. It is sublime for the pure devotees who are serious about getting in contact with the Supreme Lord, and is easy for the neophytes who are just on the threshold of the house of bhakti. To achieve the contact of Supreme Personality of Godhead Sri Krishna is a great science, and it is open for all living beings, including the Sudras, Vaishyas, women, and even those lower than the low-born Sudras. So what to speak of the high-class men like qualified Brahmanas and the great self-realized kings? The other high-grade activities, designated as sacrifice, charity, austerity, etc., are all corollary factors following the pure and scientific bhakti cult.
So I want to see the second paragraph.
The principles of knowledge and detachment are two important factors on the path of transcendental realization. The whole spiritual process leads to perfect knowledge of everything material and spiritual, and the results of such perfect knowledge are that one becomes detached from material affection and becomes attached to spiritual activities. Becoming detached from material things does not mean becoming inert altogether, as men with poor fund of knowledge think. Naishkaram means not undertaking activities that will produce good or bad effects. Negation does not mean negation of the positive. Negation of non-essentials does not mean negation of the essential. Similarly, detachment from material forms does not mean nullifying the positive form. The bhakti cult is meant for realization of the positive form. When the positive form is realized, the negative forms are automatically eliminated. Therefore, with the development of the bhakti cult, with the application of positive service to the positive form, one naturally becomes detached from inferior things and he becomes attached to superior things. Similarly, the bhakti cult, being the supermost occupation of the living being, leads him out of the material sense enjoyment. That is a sign of a pure devotee. He is not a fool, nor is he engaged in inferior energies, nor does he have material values. This is not possible by dry reasoning. It actually happens by the grace of the Almighty. In conclusion, one who is a pure devotee has all other good qualities, namely knowledge, detachment, etc. But one who has only knowledge or detachment is not necessarily well acquainted with the principles of bhakti. Bhakti is the supermost occupation of the human being.
Very nice. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guroho Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsta Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तु ते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं श्रीपरमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यमीश्वरं श्रीहरिः ओं तत्सत्. So Intelligence means to know what question to ask to what person. So all the sages of Naimisharanya are asking a very pertinent question we saw. What is the saram of all the Shastras? I already discussed this many times. Why to have the saram? Manda buddhi. Kalau asmin yuge janaha manda sumanda matayaha manda bhagi upadritaha. Talking about myself, I am a very lazy person. So for my benefit, they are all asking. Now, when the answer comes, as I always mentions, there will be a kriya shabdam. There will be a verb. And that verb is what is very important to me. Because in that verb, in that action, lies all my solutions. Whatever is coming as nectarian words, Amrita Dhara, from the lips of a pure devotee like Suta Goswami, lies my Shreyas. His words are my Shreyas. My mind is my... What is opposite of Shreyas? Does anyone know? Shreyas and then? Have you heard the word Shreyas? Shreyas? You heard the word Shreyas? The opposite of Shreyas is Preyas. Shreyas is what is actually good for me, is Shreyas. Shreyaha. Yes, Shreyaha. Arjuna is asking Krishna, Yes, Shreyasyan nishchitam bruhitan me. This is what is Shreyas for me. Yes, Shreyasyan. I do not know what is good for me. So what is well-being? What is hitam for me? I do not know. Opposite is prayas. Prayas means what I like is prayas. So that action is very important for me. So the action is already concluded. What is the action we discussed last week? What is the action that Suta Goswami is prescribing as the best thing to do, is the best dharma? What is that? What action is the summary of all Shastra? What should I do?
Engage in devotional service without expecting anything.
Very nice. Bhaktir adhokshade. Savai pumsam paro dharmo. Go to the previous shloka. Savai pumsam paro dharmo. Yato bhaktir adhokshaje. Whatever you hear, you must speak to someone, or else you will forget. Right? You will forget. In Delhi, the person will say, if you don't speak, this devotee in Hindi will say, iskan se jakar uskan se aayega. Right? It'll go this way and then come out like that. So you must, whatever you hear, we must speak, preach. Okay, preach. That is the purpose of prasadam. Prasadam, one thing is to do this, but discuss whatever you heard. That way you will not forget. Or if your spouse has not come to the Bhakti Vrisha, go and talk to your spouse about this. Right? Preach. Right? Or if your friend has not come, talk to her roommate. Whatever it is. Right? In this way, that way you understand. I always repeat this again and again because you'll forget. You'll forget. So please speak about what we are going to speak today. Okay? So what is the essence of all dharma? Bhaktihi adhokshaje. When you hear this, your intelligence must become concentrated. Everything is concentration. Concentration means it is coming together. In material life, externally it might appear as one. Someone from outside Krishna consciousness will say, hey, these people are Hare Krishna folks, ISKCON. But if you come inside ISKCON, there is ISKCON Forum Internals, there is ISKCON Detroit, there is ISKCON Ypsilanti, ISKCON this, all that. And outside, everything ISKCON Forum Internals is one only. But inside that, they will, there are, this person is thinking like that, this person is thinking, that person is like this person is like that. And someone might say, no, this Bhakti Vriksha, auburn is like, no, everything is the same only. But if you come inside a Bhakti Vriksha, then one person is thinking about the other person like this person is thinking about that person is like this. This Mataji is thinking about that Mataji, this Prabhu is thinking about this Prabhu, like that. Inside there are many divisions. And you might think, no, this is this family. So you might think from externally, this is one family. If I talk to the husband, it is same as talking to the wife. If I talk to the wife, it is same as talking to the husband. But inside, if you come, husband is on separate track, wife is on separate track. And if you come even more finer, even within the husband or wife or the child, there are several personalities within that person only. You can't say this person is one person also, you can't say. Even within that same person, there are so many personalities. You see, this is very swarasyam. This is very swarasyam, right? Within the same person, outside it might appear just like you're saying from Tirupati, from outside, it is only one hill. I mean, within the hill there are so many things. And if you enter within that gully, within this thing, within that house, if you go deeper, you will see more and more splits, right? Externally, it might appear as one only. But don't get misled. This is why generalization is the worst thing you can do to seeing the world. If you generalize, you will be hopelessly wrong. If you do collective also, we are all India. No, sir, you cannot be India. No collectivity is ever possible, except on the principle of Krishna consciousness. If you collectively designate yourself as something, it is not possible. It is not possible to be united because the intelligence is divided. Intelligence is divided. You yourself have multiple personality disorder. I myself have multiple personality disorder. I have multiple personality disorder. I am interacting with my wife who has got multiple personality disorder. Both of them are interacting. Then it creates another complication. And now this family is interacting with another family in the Bhakti Vriksha, which also has the same problem. Now this Bhakti Vriksha is interacting with another Bhakti Vriksha in the temple, which has got the same problem. And this temple is interacting with another temple. Now this is if you keep on going like that. So you can never have united nations, united Bhakti Vriksha, united family, nothing is possible. Why? Because intelligence is divided. Vyavasayatmika buddhi bhushaka yanantasta buddhayo vyavasayanam. Vyavasayatmika buddhi ekeha kurunandana. Make the buddhi ekeha kurunandana. So generalization, there is a very nice shloka in Bhagavatam. Generalization and specification are the talks of people who are not very well developed in knowledge. You can't even generalize this person is like that. This person is like that in this environment. With this mood, he is like that. Because in that environment, in this situation, his buddhi is manifesting like that. The reason I'm making this point is, so when we are told bhakti is the sadhana, our intelligence must become concentrated on this activity. This is the phalam of reading Shastram. Your intelligence will have many to-dos. But when you hear, this is all there is to do to become perfect and happy, your intelligence should get this shraddha that my only to-do activity should be bhakti, at least during the weekend. And my only duty is to understand how to implement it. You see? So, bhakti adhokshaje. This is the same thing. Adhokshaje bhakti. To adhokshaja. Same thing this shloka is also saying. Vasudeve bhagavati. Vasudeve bhagavati. You offer bhakti to Vasudeva. And don't underestimate this bhakti. Don't think, bhakti I already know. No. Have faith in that granularities of bhakti. I must hear more. I must chant more. In this way, if you do this, Vasudeve Bhagavati, Bhakti Yoga Prayojitaha. And you must connect to Vasudeva through this Bhakti Yoga Prayojitaha. Bhakti Yoga Prayojitaha. And this Bhakti Yoga, one devotee asked yesterday, why Ukara Shabdam? Right? And this Ukara Shabdam, Radharani, is basically Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti is Radharani's quarters, Radharani's department. So when you say Bhakti, Bhakti Devi, same thing we are asking Tulasi Devi. Why we can go directly to Krishna, right? Namo Namaha Tulasi Krishna Preyasi. You're very dear. Preyasi means what? Preya means very dear. Preyasi Namo Namaha. Please. And I want to serve Radha Krishna. Now you're even getting introduction to Radharani also through Tulasi Devi. Seva Pavo E Abhilash. This is my desire, my Abhilash. My Abhilash. And if I get this seva for Radhika and Krishna, then all my desires will be fulfilled. Because all desires will be fulfilled only in Krishna consciousness. If we try to fulfill each one of the desires, each one will develop another branch. So we are trying to take one desire, I'll fulfill this desire, I'll fulfill this desire, I'll fulfill this desire, I'll fulfill this desire. This will not work. Because that desire will give rise to another 5 branches. Another 5 branches. So there is like a scratching an itch. Okay, I scratch this itch. Now the itch will become more. It will become more. That is the nature of all sense gratification. And the head, the Raja, the king of sense gratification is sex desire. He is a Raja. Because he symptomizes, Gaur Govind Maharaj says, in that sense gratification, all the tanmatras are fulfilled. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. That is why most people get like slapped by this, usually. Because all the senses are satisfied. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. Again and again. So, it is very difficult to overcome this sense gratification. But the good news is that if we engage in bhakti adhokshaje, if we engage to bhakti for adhokshaja, Vasudeve bhakti, Bhagavati, bhakti yoga prayojita, through the medium of Tulasi Devi, through the medium of Radharani, where all our desires will be fulfilled. If we do this, all our desires will be fulfilled. Everything, wholesale, everything will be fulfilled. So if we do that, what will happen? Janayati. The word that is used is Janayati. What is the meaning of the word Janakam? What is the meaning of the word Janaka, Janani? Janani means what? Mother. Earth, yeah, correct. Earth is called Janani because of she's a mother. One of the 7 mothers is Janani. So, Guruma, what is that verse? Guru Patni, Dhatri, Raja Patrika, you know that verse? No, there is another verse. Forgot. So there are 7 mothers. So, Raja, Tata Dhatri, I memorized, I forgot. Tata Dhatri cha, you can maybe search it out. Kali Yuga memory. So, so the point is, yes, Janani is mother. And what does Janaka mean? Father. So Janaka, Janani. Right? Janaka, Janani. So, Janayati, which means what? Bhakti is the mother. Bhakti is the mother. Mother of whom? Jnana and Vairagya. Janayati Ashu Vairagyam Jnanam Chayad. Vairagyam Jnanam Cha. Cha means and. So it is the mother to 2 children. Of course, it is a mother to all the living entities in one sense. But in this context, Bhakti as a mother to 2 children. Who are those 2 children? Jnana and Vairagya. Jnana and Vairagya. So, yeah. So Jnana and Vairagya, she's the children. So what does it mean? It has 2 connotations. The first connotation is that this is mentioned in, I think one of the Puranas, I forgot which Purana. Narada Muni is going to Vrindavan, and there is a Bhakti Devi, and both her children, Jnana and Vairagya, are very weak. In Kali Yuga, no one wants to have Jnana and Vairagya. And this is because no one is actually marrying Bhakti. No one is coming and to Bhakti. No one is trying to serve Bhakti. So in Kali Yuga, Jnana and Vairagya is very difficult to practice. This is one understanding. Another understanding is that if we understand through this analogy is, if we perform Bhakti Janayati, then this Jnana and Vairagya, which is not coming at all, which is very difficult, then she will give birth to Jnana and Vairagya in our life. Janayati Ashu Vairagyam. And you must understand the Mahatmya of Vairagyam also, because this whole Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Sampradaya is Vairagya Vidya Nijabhakti Yogam Shikshartham Ekam Purusha Puranam. To teach this Vairagya Vidya. All our problems are because of attachment to a false concept of life. We are afraid of many things. We are afraid of many things. Everyone is afraid. The CEO, Elon Musk, will be afraid of his wife. He's CEO, but he's afraid of his wife. And his wife is afraid of the cockroach in the room. Everyone is afraid. Right? Sibling is afraid of another sibling. Right? And he's afraid, she's afraid of his man. Whatever. This cycle goes on. Cycle goes on. The cockroach is afraid of another thing. Cat is afraid of dog. Right? Dog is afraid of man. Man is afraid of women. Right? And women is afraid of something else. In this way, everyone is afraid. Everyone is afraid. No one is bold. No one can be courageous. So we are suffering in this world because of raga and dvesha. Raga means I am afraid of something. And I am attached to something that I don't have nothing to do with it. But I am very busy. I'm very busy. So, if one performs bhakti continuously, then Janayati Ashu Vairagyam. Immediately she will give birth. She won't take 10 months to give birth. Vairagyam and Jnanam. She will give birth in one sitting of chanting. I'm chanting in one sitting of chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Which means the qualification for Jnana and Vairagya I don't need to have, because qualification for Jnana has many things. You must have Shama, Dhamma, Tidiksha, Arjavam, Brahmacharyam. These are all the qualifications for Jnanam. When Jnanam is there, Jnanam is the Jyeshta brother. Vairagyam is the younger brother. Who's the elder son? Jnanam. Who's the younger brother, younger son? Vairagyam. They both are sons. Bhakti Devi is mother. Bhakti is a female. Jnanam and Vairagyam are male. Jnanam and Vairagyam are male. Why? Jnanam can only apply to a male or what? No, Jnanam requires more, it's a more masculine tendency. Vairagyam. But who gives rise to the Jnanam and Vairagyam? Bhakti Devi is the mother. She's the mother. So we see this also in today's world. There will be many sannyasis, who are almost like male, Vairagyam. Right? And most of the commentaries of the Acharyas are written by males. But when we talk about Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, if you see, most people who come are all mostly Mataji is only who comes to Krishna consciousness. Right? Of course, today's Bhakti Virisha count is a little different. But usually if you take Prabhupada writes in the Kunti Devi's purport, Prabhupada says, women come in large numbers because they are very simple-minded. Prabhupada says in the purport, Kunti Devi's purport. So women are capable of expressing devotion easier than a male. But though they are capable, Maya, who has no, Maya doesn't leave anyone, right? So Maya takes their emotion from Krishna and puts it on so many other things. They're capable of showing emotion, women, but that emotion, they take it and show it to everything else. And men, they have knowledge. They're capable of renunciation. But in that knowledge, they think how to impress this girl. So women has a strong point of emotion. Instead of putting it on Krishna, they put it on so many things and they get clean bowled. Men are capable of discrimination. Jnana means what? To discriminate. This is hitam, this is tattvam, this is priyam, this is shreyas, this is prayas, this is good, this is bad, this is to be spoken, this is not to be spoken. Discrimination is there. They are very solution based. Solution based. Women are emotionally based. This is the difference in prakriti between a male and a female. Now this jnanam, this nature is there in a male. The svabhavam is there. But instead of this, jnanam is thinking how to save money, how to multiply money, how to buy this, how to buy that, how to impress this girl, how to impress this boy, how to, how to escape this, how to get promotion, how to go up in the corporate. Completely, this jnanam is completely divested. Who told what is happening in politics, debating about politics? Jnanam is getting clean bowled. So women are getting clean bowled, men are getting clean bowled. So what should you do? Women should use their emotion for Krishna. Man should use their knowledge and detachment for Krishna. Both of them come together. Amazing company. Very nice. This is good. This is good cooperation. You have a strong point. I have a strong point. Let's cooperate. Our goal is Bhakti. Our goal is Bhakti. Now, I will substitute for your lack of knowledge by my discrimination. You substitute my lack of, feeling and sensitivity by your devotion. Both of them come together. Right? There is not a competition. Right now, they're trying to make male and female competition. No, it's a partnership. It's a partnership. You see, but anyway, coming to the point. So, Jnanam and Vairagyam, Jnanam is the elder brother, Vairagyam is the younger brother. Why younger brother? After Jnanam comes only, in that womb, Vairagyam will come. If you say, Prabhuji, I want to give up smoking, I want to give up watching Instagram, I'm not able to give up. What are you exactly saying? I want Vairagyam. Everyone in this world wants Vairagyam. Everyone. Prabhu, I want to wake up early. Prabhu, I want to not speak unnecessary things. Prabhu, I want to be very regular. I want to be very disciplined. I want to be this. I want to be that. All of us, Prabhupada, I want to do this. We are telling Krishna, I want to have. Indirectly, what are we saying? I want Vairagya. This is what I'm saying exactly. But we do not know what is the technique, what is the process to get that, what is the science to get it. Like everyone wants to come to the US, but only intelligent people will know this is the prerequisite for coming to the US. I need to either have a H1B, either my employee must sponsor, or I must come for a master, something. He knows the science to come to the US. Right? Always, it is not simply I want. You must know the Vidya for it. If you know the Vidya, you can make it. If you simply wish, I want to make sambar rice. No, you know the Vidya. This is the tamarind water you must have. This is the amount of jaggery you must have. If you put too much jaggery, it becomes kheer, like, pongal. Right? It will become a merge of pongal and sambar rice. Exact proportion. There is a science. There is a Vidya to it. Similarly, Vairagya also has a Vidya. There is a science to how to become disciplined. What is a science? One must become knowledgeable. Jnanam must be there. When Jnanam is there, in that womb, Vairagyam will automatically follow. Automatically it will follow. And this Jnanam and Vairagyam, of course, one way of getting Jnanam and Vairagyam, of course, we don't want Jnana, that is not our goal, but it helps the spiritual process. Bhakti is not dependent on Jnana and Vairagya. Bhakti is not dependent on Jnana and Vairagya. Bhakti is independent. Bhakti is independent. You don't have to get Jnana and Vairagya first and then only you come to Bhakti. No. You simply do Bhakti. And what does Bhakti mean now? Can someone define Bhakti for me? What does bhakti mean? No, what is the definition of bhakti? Causeless love. Okay? Expand that. Love. What does love mean? I asked you to repeat this couple of classes ago. To love means to? Huh? Love means to? Service. To love means to? Serve. So bhakti means what? Devotional service. It is not faith. It is not worship. Prabhupada never translated bhakti as worship. It is devotional service. I mentioned this point. I'll again repeat it. Devotional service is not imaginative ecstasy. Devotional service is not imaginative ecstasy. Its substance lies in practical activity. So it is not an imagination feeling. I'm chanting Hare Krishna mantra. I want an imaginary feeling. It is good. No. During that chanting, I have to serve the requirement of Krishna. Krishna, what do you want me to do? I will do that. To carry out that as a matter of duty first. You carry out that order. Carrying out Krishna's order is called bhakti. Carrying out Krishna's order is called bhakti. Whatever Krishna says, I will do. If you do that, first service only comes. Love will not come first. Like when Sri Hari and Vishaka was born, initially there will not be too much struggle. There might not be love. But gradually, by service, there will be love. Similarly with husband and wife. By service, love will happen. It is not. So this is material consciousness, material love. This love and that love is completely poles apart. But I'm just saying. It's called Stula Arundhati Nyayam. To talk to you about Krishna, dependent based on what you already know. So, bhakti means to serve Krishna. Serve Krishna means to satisfy Krishna's senses. Satisfy Krishna's senses. If my son asks me for a toy, I go and buy from the shop and give it to him. So what am I doing? I'm satisfying my son's senses. So similarly, Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita, what does he want? If you put all your intelligence to fulfill that desire, you are a devotee. You are a devotee. Right? Or if you want to come. Like many times we ask, how many of you are coming to morning program? Many people raise their hands. Now Krishna will say, this person is raising their hand. Even if he does not come, it is okay. He wants to come, right? Very nice. Very nice. Similarly, if you are chanting Hare Krishna mantra, I am not able to serve Krishna, I am getting distracted. But you tell Krishna, I want to serve you. That's okay. We are not so great. You simply say, I want to serve you. I want to come to the morning program. I want to chant. Simply want. It will come. If you keep on wanting regularly, more intensely. If you do it regularly, it will become more intense. If you become more intense, you will do it. Simply want. Simply say, I want to come. I want to serve. Fine, it's okay. Even if you fake it, it's okay. Simply say, I want to do it. I want to chant. I want to take this. Come, it's okay. Even if you fail and drop, it's okay. I want to chant 16 rounds. Come forward. Slip and trip, it's okay. Again wake up and again chant. It's okay. It's okay to fail. It's okay to fail. Try again. Right? Desire. Desire is very easy, sir. We all have to desire, that's all. So bhakti means to desire to please Krishna is also bhakti. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Rupa Goswami is mentioning this. The desire to please Krishna. Krishna, I want to do everything to please you, Krishna, but I'm not able to do. Somehow I want to please you. This feeling is also bhakti only. Of course, it is a beginning form of bhakti. But it has to become more intense now, where you do it. Somehow I want to please you. Somehow you must smile at me. You must smile at me. If you smile at me, that is what I live for. Spiritual master, you must smile at me. So the expectation for Krishna to smile at me is called Bhakti. I must impress Krishna. Very, 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 very parichayam, very, what to say, very familiar to all of us. We have done that we are doing that to everyone except Krishna. From the small, when I was small playing, I want to impress with my bowling action. Everyone is standing. See how is my leg spin. It is going from here to there. I'm impressing. Is it not? Krishna, I'm doing this. Or with when I'm little older, for some girls I'm singing. For girls, for the other person whom I want to impress, I'm doing like this. I'm riding the bicycle. I'm riding the motorbike. I'm having a certain hairstyle. Why do you want this hairstyle? I want to impress that girl. I want to impress this boy. I'm walking like this in a certain way to impress a boy. This is very natural. And after we become married and we impress children, we impress grandchildren, we impress the boss. If I put this slide, my boss will be impressed. I'll collect this data. My boss will say, great. I want to impress my boss. So this is tendencies there. So if you impress Krishna, this is called Bhakti. Impress Krishna. Krishna will wake up tomorrow morning for you. Impress. Privately between you and Krishna. Don't tell anyone. Krishna, I will do this for you. Today I will not. Between you and Krishna, that's all. You do that. Right? And get spiritual masters mercy, blessing, help, strength to impress Krishna. Right? So we are like a wife who's newly married. And we are getting the blessings of the Purohit who's conducting the marriage. Purohit is the spiritual master. So he's only connecting the marriage between me and Krishna. Right? And I'm telling, I'm like a wife who's trying to please Krishna. I'm a newly married wife. I want to make sure I make the right moves to impress my husband. Right? My husband is impressed with me. So this bhav must be there. When this bhav is there continuously, what happens? Ahaituki vairagyam ashu vairagyam jnanam chayat ahaitukam. Ahaitukam jnanam and vairagyam will come. If you do ahaituki bhakti, you'll have ahaituki jnanam and vairagyam. Continuous bhakti. Nirantara naam lao. Continuously you perform chanting of the holy name. So if you do that, what happens? You'll get very drida bhakti, very strong jnanam and vairagyam. All detachment from everything foreign. Everything. So, in order to live in Krishna, our past life must die. You must die. Then only you can live again. This is called initiation. Initiation means to die. The previous person, Jayendran, must die. Then only Jai Sacinandana Kṛṣṇa Dāsa will be born. Completely must die. Die means his thoughts should die, his habit should die, his priorities should die, what he should die, the thinking that he is very great should die. Everything must die. When everything dies, we can live, we can have a new life. But if everything is living, how can I be born again? Because initiation means to be born again. Dvija, that is initiation. Second birth, sir. For that, what has to happen? The first birth has to die. Die. Die means what? My thoughts, my impressions. So, and we have to cause that death ourselves. No one can cause that death to me. Someone can kill my body. But this death is self-imposed. Self-imposed. We have to do that. That is what we are doing during chanting. During chanting means to impose death. To impose death. Let me die. Let me die. What does it mean? Let my habits die. Let my thinking that I am very great die. Let my priorities die. Let my storyline die. Because we all have a storyline. Prabhuji, this is my past. This person did that to me. That person did that to me. This person. I am not able to see that I am at fault. I can't have a version where I am the person who's at fault. No one can have a version of their story where everything in my life happened badly because of me. It is very difficult to have a storyline like that. Very difficult. To have that storyline means to begin bhakti. Okay? Your storyline must be, because every we are the director, right? When you are directing a movie or composing something, my father-in-law is like, he writes dramas and all that. He'll constantly be thinking like that only, right? So that, because always thinking on these lines, because you have to see every situation that is happening into you to see how you can implement it in your drama, right? So like that. Similarly, when you start speaking, when I speak also, suddenly when I see this is realization, this realization is very nice. So this what do you say, muscle memory, right? Like that. So uh, we are all directors in the movie of our life, and in that movie we keep on playing our movie, right? In that movie, I am the hero. Who's the villain? Everyone around you. You're all villains. Who's the hero? मैं हूँ hero. Right? So मैं हूँ hero. So everyone is trying to this person is abusing me, this person is doing that to me, that person is doing that. I am, everything is okay for me. I'm telling for myself, this is how I feel. Right? This is how I feel about my life. I am very great. I'm giving great classes. I'm having an amazing Bhakti Vriksha. But everyone, the whole world is against me. I am the hero. I am the hero. Right? If only everyone listened to me, everyone will be okay. Because everyone is not listening to me, everyone is suffering. If only my wife listened to me, she will be like amazing. I myself am not able to listen to myself. You see, in this storyline, I am the hero. So as long as this storyline we can laugh, this is another attachment, to laugh. Right? There is many attachments. One attachment is that we all want to laugh always. There is another attachment. Right? Sometimes people break into laughter. We are waiting to break into laughter because we all want something to laugh to. So in the stand-up comedy, if you see, everyone keeps on laughing. Person who's watching from outside in the YouTube video, what is there to laugh? There is no joke. But because this person is laughing, I also feel like laughing. I feel compelled to laugh. There's nothing to laugh. This urge to laugh is there, right? So that is also there. Anyway, my point is, this storyline, as long as it's there, very sobering message actually, we cannot begin bhakti. We cannot begin bhakti. I must be the villain in my storyline. Who must be the villain in my storyline? I am the villain. This buddhi you must get. This is called buddhi yoga. This buddhi to see that you are the villain. This is the truth. This is the truth. This is the spiritual truth that I am the villain. Because of my doing. It's very difficult. The spiritual intelligence, material intelligence will say, no, you are only the hero. Spiritual intelligence must say, no, I am the villain. It is very difficult to get it. Now you have to see it from completely a spiritual angle to see this. If you don't have spiritual intelligence, if you don't see it yourself from multiple lifetimes, if you don't understand that I am a servant of my mind and servant of my senses, servant of my tongue, servant of my genitals, I'm a completely a wholesale souled servant. If I don't have this spiritual perspective, spiritual understanding, I can't see myself as the villain. And this is the Vairagyam, Chashu Vairagyam. This is the Vairagyam one gets. The Vairagyam of thinking myself, I am the hero. You will become detached from this conception, and the Ragam will come that I am the villain, Krishna. Please help me. I need your help. You be the hero because I am the villain. My mind is the villain. My mind is the villain. I am the heroine. I am the heroine captured by this villain called mind. The villain is taking away from me. Hero, come and save me. Hold my hand, lift me up. Karavalambam. Karavalambam. Please hold my hand and lift me up. This Vairagya must come. I will not stay with the villain anymore. I want you. Please come. Sita Devi is crying like that to Ramachandra. Hearing the cries of Sita Devi, Hanumanji, the spiritual master, is coming to tell about Lord Ramachandra. She's crying. I want Rama. I want Lord Rama. Nothing less I want. Crying, wailing. Wailing like a... there is a bird. Forgot that bird. Huh? No. So, Kurkura. No. Krukara bird. I forgot. So the wails of that bird are so intense. Wails of the bird are so intense. Similarly, Sita Devi is wailing so intensely for Lord Rama. And hearing these wails, this is Vipralamba Bhav, hearing these wails, I am suffering. I am in Ashokavana. This is not Ashokavana. This is Shokavana. Anything without Lord Rama, how can it be Ashok? It is fully Shok. It is fully Shok. It became Ashoka only when Hanumanji came. When he gave information about Lord Rama, then it became Ashoka. Until then, it is Shokavanam. Similarly, this world is completely Dukkham from beginning to end. This sense, when you get, this is the Jnanam. This sense, I am not the hero. I am actually in captive of this villain of mine. Manashrashtani Indriyani. Prakriti sthane karshadi. This jnanam, if you get, you'll have vairagyam. I won't hold on to this villain of mind and senses, pati, sutan, vaya, bhratra, bandhavan. Everything is actually just a source of trouble for me. This vairagyam will come, and then you'll cry out to Krishna more intensely. More intensely. So how to do that? Nirantara namalav. Continuously do bhakti. Don't try to balance bhakti and material life. Right? I mentioned this last week. You cannot balance bhakti and material life. Bhakti has to soak into material life. You must soak the material life in the sugar syrup of Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness must percolate your every part of your life. It must percolate your career. It must percolate your family life. It must percolate your parenthood. Everything. Okay? I think it's late. I'll stop here. Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. Any questions or comments are welcome. Yeah, you can say like that. Vairagyam comes from the word viraga. Raga means attachment to this world. Viraga means detachment from this world. Quality of having indifference. Of course, a devotee's vairagya is not that he gives up home and goes to the forest. A devotee's vairagya is that he offers everything that he has to Krishna. That is his vairagyam. Our vairagyam is not we go to a forest. That is not our vairagyam. Our vairagyam is that I have this tumbler. Not I give up this tumbler and just use my hand. That is not my vairagyam. I use this tumbler in Krishna service. I have a phone. Not to give up this phone is not vairagyam. To use this phone only for Krishna service, this is vairagyam. I have a family. I have a husband. I have a wife. To treat her as a servant of Krishna is vairagyam. Okay, any other questions? Yes.
When you said that we have to link the storyline and say that everything that happened is because of me and stop blaming others, can we link that to karma? Like, if we say karma means that I'm paying for my action, is it same to believe in karma and then build the storyline?
Yeah, that's very true. Very nice. Yes. Karma is one component of that storyline we need. We need a very deep understanding of karma to build that storyline. We need a deep understanding of the modes of material nature to build that storyline. We need a deep understanding of how I am stuck. I'm controlling myself. I'm being controlled by my mind to build that storyline. How I'm being insensitive to others to build that storyline. So we need many data points, many scenes, right, to build that storyline. Right? You cannot build it with one scene, right? But karma is an important part. How I am, and you must become more specific than simply saying karma. What karma did I do to suffer like this? And why did I do that karma? Because of my avidya. Why did I have avidya? Because I'm rebellious. Because I think I know everything. So in this way, when you hear more and more and more, the storyline builds. You have good information to build that storyline. More and more and more and more. And you'll become open. The story is for you. But because I'm not open to that reality, I become afraid. This is too much. And we immediately recede again to illusion. Krishna will present that storyline to you. Maybe you did this mistake, and Krishna will see whether you are courageous enough to accept this or not. This is too much. I hate this storyline where I am, I have to take blame. Put it on the spouse. Put it on someone else. So it's very, so Krishna will only give that humility to embrace that storyline. So it requires strength, knowledge, mercy, clarity, devotion, Humility, so many things are required to carve that storyline. It's not easy. It's not easy. That is the purpose of hearing. Purpose of hearing. Okay, any other questions or comments?
Can I ask a follow-up question?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
When we say karma, we deal with the consequences of something we must have done wrong.
Mm-hmm.
How do you deal with the consequences of something you did before, and then you suppose you face the consequences now? It
Mm-hmm.
happened 6 months ago, and you're dealing with the consequences now.
Mm-hmm.
How do you constantly live with it? Like, I
Okay, good
don't know how to
question.
phrase
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I understood. How to embrace what we have done before, but we are reaping its consequences. So again, it comes to strength, to strength. Okay. So I made a mistake in my career, my office job, and my boss doesn't like me. But the manager of my boss is trying to hold my hand and say, "Don't worry, I'm there with you." Then you feel assured, right? So I may give this example many times. In a class full of 40 people, teacher is asking, "Who has not done the homework? Who has not done the homework must all go out." And the children know the teacher will not check. She's relying on the honesty of the children. No children raises their hand. So the teacher thought, okay, it's more important for the children to be honest than to be doing their homework. So teacher thought, don't worry, I will not do anything. I'll give you all 100 and 100 marks. I'll give you everyone A plus. If you simply raise your hand and say, truthfully, you have not done your homework and you're honest, I'll give you A plus. All the children raise their hand. Right? So you become, you feel motivated to be honest when you know you are protected. That no one will judge you. Someone will embrace you for you being honest. That I will not be left out because I am exposing my weakness. Because in this material world, if I expose my weakness, I am pushed down. But to this one person, our beautiful Lord, Krishna, and Radharani and Krishna, if we expose our weakness, He will not push us back. He will pull us closer. He will pull us closer. So the more we expose our weakness, if He is pulling us closer, if we tell Krishna, because of this only, Krishna, I am doing this. Please give me the strength. And you'll get comfort that at least now I know. Had I continued this for 6 more months, what would have happened? Krishna's mercy that He told me right now. How much more worse it could have gotten had Krishna not reminded me now. It is Krishna's mercy. How much more worse it could have happened. Thanks, Krishna. Thank you, Krishna. Thank you. I'm embracing this. And this consequence that you are giving me is very little also. I should have actually gotten so much, but you're giving very little for my purification. I accepted Krishna. Right? And we must live in a society, we must live with people also who are not too harsh for our past, who are able to see us as something very dynamic. Right? So not people who see us as static. We also should see devotees as dynamic. We should not see them as static. Prabhuji, you did this 2 years ago. Everyone is dynamic. Right? So everyone is practicing Krishna consciousness. Everyone is dynamic. So we must have the maturity to see people as being dynamic. Right? That way, that is maturity. That means you trust the process of bhakti. If you see someone as static, that means you don't trust bhakti. You don't trust bhakti, is it not? Okay. Any other questions? Okay. Unless any questions, thank you, devotees. Karantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Mahaprasade Govinde.
Mahaprasade Govinde.
Ramanya Vaishnave.
Namo Ramanya Vaishnave.
Svalpa Punyavatam Rajan.
Salpa Punyavatam Rajan.
Vishwaso Naiva Jayate.
Vishwaso Naiva Jayate.
Sharira Vidyaja.
Sharira Vidyaja.
Jadindriya Taheka.
Jadindriya Daheka.
Jive Kale Vishaya Sagare.
Jive Kale Vishaya Sagare.
Madhya Jihvati.
Hara Madhya Jihvati.
Lobhamaya Sudurmati.
Lobomaya Sudurmati.
Ake Jita Katina Samsare.
Rake Jita Katina Samsare.
Vada Dayama.
Krishna Vada Dayama.
Libare Jithaja.
Krishna Krishna Hare